All right, story time. we came from a background of trying different businesses, right?
Yeah.
The statistic is actually that 11 out of 12 new businesses fail. I think we tried about doing like 8.
You want to talk about some of the businesses we did?
Yeah, some other businesses.
Okay.
We worked together just in a company too, so we had that experience of working together. We also tried to...
You had your own editing suite, your own company.
Sweet. And Allison was really good at making these healthy food bowls.
So I was kind of selling...
Catering. It was pretty much
yeah.
like low-key catering, doing these whole food, fresh food bowls for lunch or dinner.
I had a few regulars at work.
It was really hard to keep up. It's not scalable to be making that much food yourself. It's exhausting, getting all the groceries, cooking, prepping it all. And we were just scraping by. We were just breaking even in the end.
Yeah, and both of us were doing freelance at different times in our life. That was something that would, come and go in between jobs or in between businesses that we were starting. Mm-hmm. We had a few ideas. We had the watermelon juice.
Yeah,
we were going to make
watermelon juice, which is
watermelon water, and this was like 10, 12 years ago, before there was ever anything on the market. There was nothing else with watermelon, and we wanted to create that as a post-yoga, as like a electrolyte hydrating water. So we're already, interestingly, manifesting the juice business.
We did our vegan lox.
Oh yeah, vegan lox. We tried to get that into grocery stores and different restaurants. Marketing that around. It was 2 days of labor to create one batch. Yeah. That was not very scalable.
I was doing like an IT business where I would just like help people, usually elderly, set up their internet and their computers. Yeah, 1-800-HERSCHEL. I was doing that for a bit.
I did vintage clothing. I was doing, Jared was hustling my vintage clothing from, street corner in the plateau to different places, venues.
Yeah, and I had a company with my friend too, a film post-production video. And we've been doing it for a few years, but we were just like bleeding money and never really having enough to save. But the most recent business before we got into Purium was Eco Mummy's Kitchen. It's silicone bakeware, so it's really cool actually. It's instead of, the most popular one was the baking sheet, so we roll it up and instead of using like parchment paper or tinfoil, it's reusable. Yeah, you can use it
that was a good
hundreds of
product.
times.
It came in a package, so we would get everything actually from China. There was the only supplier that we could, find, even though, we really wanted to make it as, of course, the mission was eco, but ultimately when you scratch the surface, having to send these boxes from China that were made in a factory, and who knows,
a lot of plastic packaging for the silicone. Pretty wasteful. This was pretty close to making a legitimate business. We got invested in it and we had to keep a lot of inventory. So we had a closet in our small apartment just stocked with those boxes filled with silicone bakeware. And it was people liked it, but it required a lot of like grassroots marketing. We even did paid marketing for it. We made some ad commercials that we boosted online. And in the end, we were doing like hand deliveries. Like we'd actually have to drive these things out to people. Sometimes they would come pick them up, but coordinating shipping and bringing them to people. In the end, like it was a lot of work and we were just breaking even. It
was so much work. First of all, to have to stockpile the physical inventory takes a lot of, it's like a lot of space, but also energetic. Like,
stressful.
We imagine moving from place to place with like, at one point, I don't know how many, maybe we had like almost 100 boxes that we had to deal with.
Because it was selling, but not flying off the shelves. And we had to keep it. It stresses you out to have it there.
It was very stressful. And boxes would get broken because of, just having to...
Yeah, damaged boxes means we gave a discount too, so we're making even less money.
Yeah, at one point, we just wanted to clear them out, so we were selling them at our own profit of only $10. And
price,
like I just remember thinking like, ooh, $10 times 100, that's $1,000. Like, great. Like, can you imagine? The amount of work that we put into it, I just can't believe, I was like excited at the potential of making $1,000 with this.
And maybe
that
it was
the cap.
maybe it was scalable to go bigger with it. We could have warehoused and had shippers and logistics and employees and stuff, but it would have been a huge undertaking. It wasn't ideal.
A lot more energy than it's worth. And
so what's ironic is like getting into network marketing at the same time. You know, you hear a lot of the like anti-MLM people, naysayers are like, with network marketing, you're gonna have to keep inventory at your house. It's gonna stress you out. You're gonna have to sell it. You're always pressuring to make sales. You know, all that stuff. But with Purium, it's like it was the complete opposite. Like we didn't have anything to worry about.
No, we would have to go through our food too fast. We needed to stockpile more because we were running out
for ourselves. You know, and it was really ironic to hear that afterwards. We're like, oh, but everything is taken care of. Like the shipping, people order online. You're not doing any of that stuff. You're just doing the fun part of it, which is,
and you know, going into it like with this idea that I wanted it to be eco-friendly and sustainable. Like it's very hard to make that a reality when it comes to any products, especially when you're ordering from China. What I love is that this is all grown in the U.S. It's all actually, so this is all U.S. grown, and this is all, everything is like, you know, right from farm to distribution to our family, and it's all in home compostable packaging. So just like
that's a real small
so much
footprint.
more in alignment with what I was really trying to do. And it's funny, the irony too is when we were doing Eco Mummy's Kitchen, we were doing all these collaborations with other, like, you know, people who are in the food business and in health business, because we wanted to make it like healthy. And what we wanted to show with our bakeware is how to make like healthy food for the family, healthy treats. And so I partnered with this Montreal company that was doing superfoods, which was not grown in Montreal. They were just distributing. They had it, you know, their suppliers could have been from anywhere, could have been from China, but they, you know, at that time I didn't really know about organic. It was just superfoods, you know, they weren't organic. And so we did a lot of these promotions with our, like when you get your Eco Mummy's Kitchen, you also get a package of the superfoods.
A little affiliate code style thing.
Yeah.
And, you know, these tie-ins and a lot of similarities to network marketing, but network marketing was so much easier and way more fun, and all we had to do was just stick with it. We love the food, we're gonna buy it anyways. The fact that it just grows and grows organically, and the person actually that was doing the Eco Mummy with us, you know, she liked the food too. She tried Purium and she was into it.
Well, let me just tell a little story about that.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna name any names, but the person who I was partnered with actually was the person who introduced me to Purium. So she had been approached by Taz, who ultimately I enrolled with. And it's so funny, but she like just passed Taz over to me. She was like, you'll love like Allison. Allison is going to be way more open, which is interesting because I was so close to network marketing, but I guess she felt the energetic match, and she was like, you just speak directly to Taz. And like when we think about it now, 6 years later, we're like, imagine that person had just been a connector between us. Like instead of saying like, here, you deal directly with Taz, like let me connect you with Taz, right? She could have said, let me introduce you to Taz. She loved the food already, so she could have just, you know, gotten her minimum order of whatever she wanted to order. She would be like, I don't know if we could do the exact math, but she would be doing, just with me alone, she would be doing so well right now. And I don't think it wouldn't have like just been me alone. And I know, like, you know, this woman really needed it. She works very hard. She has 3 kids. And I know that, you know, unfortunately she didn't say yes to the opportunity when I did, but we're in very different places now. I mean, I'm sure, I wish her well, and I'm sure she's doing, you know, maybe she's doing fine in whatever she's doing, but that she could have been doing exactly what she's doing now on top of having this residual income.
This is why we always encourage people just to try this. Just say yes and kind of go with it. See what happens, because it's only growing. This is health food. It's sustainable. It's equitable. It's evergreen. It's not going anywhere.
Health is never going out of style. You don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
And you know, the more that people try it, the bigger it gets, because this is all about experience. So, you know, it's definitely something we've encouraged a lot of our friends and family to get involved with, just because we love them and we're like, I just want to see you thriving. And so if we've ever reached out to you about this, no, it's because we deeply care, and because we've seen what happens when people don't say yes to this, and we've seen what happens when people say yes to this, right? Very different path Definitely the route, definitely the blessed route is to say yes.
For us, even though we didn't really take it that seriously at the beginning, you know, we
slow,
it was slow, and,
organic. It just
we
kept growing.
We would have liked the food.
Yeah.
Right? And there's probably a lot of things in your life that you buy consistently every month. They don't pay you to eat it.
I can't imagine being without this. When you start having these foods in your life, you end up saving so much money. You end up saving so much in your health and your energy. And it's like, once you have it, you're like, why would I ever be without this? Like, so good.
Why not? It's about, we're eating about like 30 different real food ingredients, organic whole food, that didn't actually have to sit on a refrigerated truck for months coming from Mexico or wherever across the ocean. It was cut fresh in the U.S., raw dehydrated.
In mineral-rich soil, which makes a huge difference. Our soil quality, it makes the difference in the quality of the food.
I don't think I'd be juicing the same. If I have a power shake and a dark berry, that's like raspberries, blackberries, strawberries, acai berries, pomegranate, lion's mane mushrooms, reishi, ginkgo. Like, I wouldn't be juicing those things. Buying those things fresh, organic.
Daily? No
good
way.
Luck with that. So this is a way to
Traveling?
get those same things conveniently, pretty affordably. If you want those benefits, then you just have to like change your mindset. And that's what we're talking about. It's just the opportunity required a mindset shift, because, you know, we were busting our ass doing these other businesses, spinning our wheels in the dirt, not moving forward. As soon as we got into this, which on the surface, people, you know, throw a lot of shade on network marketing, but all the pressure sales, all the stockpiling inventory, all the fees, that's like old world business. Network marketing is bleeding edge. It's new. It's always adapting and evolving and changing.
Especially our company, we're the transformation company, so we
it's
are
a multi-billion-dollar industry that's not going anywhere. So if you find something you love, like we did, that we're gonna buy anyways, that we're gonna share regardless if we're getting paid to or not, hop on board fast, because it's only growing.
There's something for everyone at Purium. You know, this is there's 70 different food products, all organic, whole food. And of course, I always recommend to start with the ULT, the Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation, but there's something for everyone, and it meets everyone where they're at. There's something for every stage of your life. There's something for every ailment. And you know, that's it. Like, this is just the easiest delivery system of food. And then if you love it, you've got the easiest way to make money, just sharing what you love. So
yeah, it can become very passive. And, you know, like this person who could have got involved with us before, she could have just been coasting, like Al said, you know, getting a few $100, $1,000 a month.
And we loved working together too, you know, but people have blockages.
Yeah.
It's sad. I feel bad for people with blockages. I want to help release those blockages, and that's our mission. We want to just help shift the mindset, because it's our birthright to, you know, have this freedom, have this health, and get to work together.
Yeah, grateful. Thank you so much.
Thanks for listening.